as we now take a look across the crowd as we move into our final game of the day. Our 16 teams ready and raring to go here for this last one. It is Erangel as we have it. Game number 6. And Pansy and Sims gonna bring you on in once again to the grassy pastures to find out who our last winner of the day is gonna be.
Well, it does seem quite hard to predict. I think most people seeing that final circle or just prior to those final circles would have been all in on the Finns. Rich, we were both in agreement, right? We were looking at it going, yeah, that's their game to win. And then look who walked away with the victory. This is now going to be anyone's game, right? Surely this could go any which way. But who do you feel is most deserving of a win? Is there a name that comes to your mind that you think, oh, they're overdue a victory here? Or do you think it's anyone's game still?
Honestly, I think it's genuinely anyone's game. If we were going to say overdue, we would have been looking previous said, okay, well, QM, you've got 2 2s back to back. Surely you get one. They went and won it. So far for Team Liquid, we've had 2 third placements. They've gone and won it. If we're going on that train of thought, let's say ends. You know, we've had a third placement. We've had a second placement. The whole situation which unfolded was, you know, it was an incredible position that they had. But sheer determination coming out from the side of Team Liquid to make it up that hill was unrelenting. Unreal. You know, they pushed straight on it and they just went for it. They knew this was the only chance. If they didn't do that, then lo and behold, they get pincered and they get held back. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lifeline. We've arrived.
I have arrived. Yeah. Hey, it could happen.
But this is what we're going to get, right? These early engagements, these scuffles. Everyone now is just going to try and fully send it. This is going to be a complete and utter chaotic game. Bodies are already dropping. Players are already damaged. We've got Aimlul and Danimon trying to do whatever they can.
FaZe is a shotgun.
Okay, well, this is the time to use it, right? Send him in. Get the shotty. Send him in.
Reach and clear. Let's go, FaZe. Lead the charge. Shotgun in hand. He's got the old pumpy. Here we go. Let's see what you got.
Oh, he's got one
there's a shotgun on the other side.
Oh,
FaZe just got killed by a shotgun. Oh, it's karma. It's horrific karma. Oh, he's missed it. Come on, FaZe. Don't make a meal of it. I was kind of giving you an option to explain why you picked this. Don't make me look like a fool here. Oh dear, the corner. Oh dear, it's a tag. There we go. He finally gets a frag. All right. Game on. Fair enough. We support it. We stand it in this house. They can get the reses. It's all fine. Actually, it was a flush on 8C. So FaZe in their arguable old backyard in trouble. VP early fights as well. What is going on?
This is absolutely crazy. Lou with a decent damage onto Mormay, but look at Carax. He's behind them all. They've no idea. There's so much smoke down. Not only is he not been seen, but he's not been heard. A dagger from the back. Perfectix will go down, but Tulin's trying to hold on for dear life. Good Driller. Good trade-off there, but look at how much damage is done. They are getting swarmed. 6 waves from Sunday. This is all kinds of a catastrophe, and now DA is here to mop up what has been started. The drive-by, the chaos. The absolute carnage that this circle is creating right now. It's a good viewing experience, but my word, the players will be fuming. And I'd be fuming as well. Lou just walks in like he's the king of this building, absolutely slaps Yuri out of the doorway.
Get a code. I mean, just get it now so we can get back to the game, because Heroic are trying to make the gauntlet run, and it is littered with teams. Now, this is a really good scout because there's only one player here. Quepta is here. Now, DA can see this over the top, but Quepta has to respect this. He's going to have to back up. Oh, no! T-Bone just got Page. And now there's problems. Oh, that could have been so much different. Vard with a belter of a spray towards Quepta. Now, Heroic could have kept that way cleaner. This has actually cost them so much more. Now they're vulnerable to being crashed themselves, potentially. But I wish they'd been kept just a little bit cleaner, because they could have taken that with 4 players, and it's a really good position to have picked up. And you're on a buggy with a missing tire. Oh, it's smoking. Oh, it's not gone well. BPL have actually had a really tough playday today. This hasn't been great from them. They've been struggling. Yeah, 11th down, out, you're bang on. Too much attention put their way almost instantaneously. The rest of VP do need to move up. This is their time to go. So Lou and Spyro en route towards potentially either Perfectix or Batulins. Is this a VP gear up push? This might be a similar area. Yeah, it is. All 4 pulling up. Here we go. They've got a fight right on their hands. I've been saying these boys are fired up for gear up, so do not take them lightly. But Lou just barrels through them. Rapture up top does at least get the trade out towards Batulins. The spray comes in. Lou's just better. Schofield's on his knees. And now it's down to 2. Can Europe do anything to deny this? Trying to move up, and it's actually Thendalos from way further afield, still doing work. But now just onto Spyro. He does have a player still in front of him, and this is where things get real bad. What can he do with this? Presented nothing. VP go down, Gear Up do stay alive, and they actually are all resable.
Liquid's been forced while this is going. In fact, I'll hold on now because we've got two different fights going on. ENCE versus Na'Vi. DA are pushing onto Liquid on a different side. Keep track of that in the kill feed if anything does unfold. For now, Quizzy down and out. Nothing you can do about that. Alia up against the blue to try and deny.
Melman, middle of the open. He's desperate to get over to them. Alia, you're right. He's trying to look onto this, but he can't peek this too easily. He's not even in right now
The
either.
smokes are so good.
They are incredibly well placed, and now ENCE want to try and take this over. Example is still being a problem, though. He's still trying to hold as much territory as he can, and now this is where the nades start to fall down. We are seeing that Gear Up did get that pressure coming through. We noted that. We saw it coming, and it is now happening. So what on earth is going on? There it is, Alia. Great work from him. Still finding purchase in this. Still finding a way to do something. Rustamar has been punished. We are seeing the rest of ENCE now under fire, too. Just two standing right now. Diggory is one, Squeaky is the other. The floor's on fire. Gear Up and Galactus are just taking chunks out of each other.
It's the pull-up, so we kind of expected. Just make note as well, there was actually Exhalation that sniped Melman out. So he's gone out from the team that is, what, a good 300-400 meters away off that one? Galacticos finally will fall. Tixu's back on his feet, health up. Rustamar also recoverable. Alia's still on the opposing side.
Which will lock in Na'Vi, but that will take time. They don't want that, but Example is not letting them define how this goes down. Oh, I thought that was a trade coming in. It's not. It's just a little bit of damage off the backside of it, but with that knock, does Example push? You can see him wanting to. You can see the consideration of it. Liquid have been given the circle this time around, keep in mind. That is something that you've got to remember. This is their circle now to play with. FaZe, DA, they have a step in, sure, but they've got problems of their own. Squeaky, actually inside the compound now, so... yeah, they can't clear each other quick enough at this point. Here comes the push. Lovely breaching work, Alia now. This has got to be aim training and a half. Can't do it. Na'Vi go down. Rez can come in. Na'Vi to sit and watch that final lobby go down. 6 teams now remain, and actually a lot of them have 4 players because they've been kept somewhat isolated from the others.
This is a good old swing. Xiong actually doesn't have any hard cover. He's relying on his teammates to give him that support fire, but the first one will strike. Gustav is there, second one to fall. Plenty of damage done, and through the air, the spin. Shut down instantly. Gustav has been the man they needed. He's opened this one up with a double drop to the left-hand side as well. That becomes a little bit more dangerous.
Empty knocked.
Control. This land with a nade. And a bit of help and support from ENCE in the distance. 2 crates there. The gear is going to be good, but it comes with its own problems. I mean, one of them's on fire at this stage.
Full send, boys. Fex, you've seen him hit some beauties. They were not them, but Exhalation actually almost making it across the road. There it is. Gustav's still going to do some work. Tixu's on the way. Daboom's still alive, and he's actually going to get to the Wizard Tower. I'm very surprised, very impressed, and BTM now has to turn around. He's in trouble. He is going to get found no matter which way you cut it, be it FaZe, be it ENCE. It doesn't really matter. Daboom now all alone has a whole lot to deal with. And honestly, if you're ENCE, I'd be looking at that compound, but they're actually fighting FaZe, which is a problem. Those upgrades are in place. The nades come out. Fuzzface, Fex, and Gustav have it all wrapped up. And Rich, Liquid's on the push.
Liquid is on the push, and they've got 4 players alive. Remember, they are feeling it from the previous one. They're already on a win streak. If they get 2 back-to-back, single-handedly, they're already doing better than what they did last weekend. This could be a phenomenal start to the second weekend of PCS5. The nade strikes. ENCE are gone again. Broken and battered. 3 members of FaZe Clan. It's time to strike. There's no rest for the wicked. They have to move while the pretty much everything's all alive and kicking. They know that Liquid is mobile. Get on top of this hill so they can take a good fight towards them. Otherwise, they're pinned back down.
Fuzzface and Fex were looking like they wanted to try and crest around, and they are. Smokes it down. Here we go. Fex is in the blue, taking a whole load of damage, and on the other side, James is so blind he can't see a thing. Gustav nades a tick. It's game on. They're pushing this. FaZe are getting involved. That's a decent nade from Gustav, and he's taking so much territory here. He knew there was a player in that tower, and Fuzzface does have the shotty out. This is going to be wild if he gets it, but there's Gustav. He's got 1, he's got 2, and now Fex has to push. He has to put his body on the line. Oh, the turn of events. Gustav again, finding Mexi, and it's just James. Gustav has absolutely destroyed Liquid. This is unbelievable. FaZe up on top of the hillside, Gustav down below. Can Jeems find any way out of this? Or is this truly the coffin that he's going to end up in? FaZe is not peeking that ridge, just giving a bit of room here. Jeems, can you find him? Can you find your way around it? Now spotted now, tag Jeems, 24 HP, that's all he's got left. Tries to get the med off. FaZe just, you hear the shotgun rattling off shells. And they take the other side. They take the side towards that center point. Jeems does get the med off and tries to make his move. Gustav doesn't note it yet. Now he does. 31 HP. It's one shot to do it at this point, and it's going to be FaZe to claim it in the end. Gustav by his side, and what a perfect flank that was.
Respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on